Do you struggle to stick to your habits for more than a few days? In this video, you will learn 2 ways to make your habits satisfying so that you want to repeat them over and over again. The toughest part of building habits is repeating them over the long run. This is because people don't understand what drives their behavior. Most people don't even know why they do the things that they do. That's why most of them have so many unhealthy habits and they can't replace them with healthy ones. In order to build habits that stick, you will need to understand the fundamental laws of human behavior. Law number 1 states that you will repeat whatever feels pleasurable in this moment. The pleasure must come right now. It must occur immediately after the habit is performed. See, eating a healthy meal and exercising will get you in shape, and this will make you feel good about yourself. The big problem is that this will happen a couple of months down the line, and that's why thinking of this result is not that effective to change your behavior. A better approach would be to reward yourself immediately after eating a healthy meal and after a workout. In essence, law number 1 means that positive emotions in the present moment create habits. By the way, if you're getting value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Law number 2 states that whatever feels painful right now will not be repeated in the future. If eating an ice cream and french fries right now would give you a heart attack and diabetes, you would not eat them again. The problem with eating these foods is that the negative consequences are delayed so much that the immediate pleasure of eating them will create the habit of consuming junk food. If you want to build a good habit but you associate pain with it, you will not be able to sustain it. By the way, I created a guide with the most important information about how to build good habits and how to break bad habits. You can get it for free with the link in the description below. Good habits are difficult to build because the rewards are usually delayed. Eating healthy in order to lose weight will happen over a couple of weeks. Reading more books in order to be smarter will happen over a couple of months. The key to building these habits is to create an immediate reward. This is because our brain will adopt the behaviors that are rewarded right now over the behaviors that deliver rewards in the future, no matter which reward is greater. Your job is to create a little bit of pleasure immediately after practicing the habit you want to build. The fundamental rule of human behavior states that whatever is immediately rewarded will be repeated. What's immediately punished will be avoided. Closeness to the habit is the key. The first way to create rewards for your habits is called immediate reinforcement. This is when you create a coherent reward after you complete your good habit. You want this reward to be in line with the type of person your good habit is transforming you into. You must be strategical and choose a reward that is consistent with who you want to be. See, if you want to build the habit of studying, your reward can be watching an educational documentary or listening to a podcast. These are some things that a thoughtful person will do. On the other hand, if you choose to reward yourself with a 5-hour marathon of video games, you are being inconsistent. If you want to be a person who has their health as their priority, it makes sense to reward yourself with your favorite fruit or a protein bar after you finish a workout. The rewards you choose must be aligned with the type of person you want to become. If the reward is not aligned with the habit you want to build, you will not be able to sustain it. By the way, this video is lesson number 6 of the self-mastery course. Make sure to watch all the lessons with the link in the description below so you get the most benefits out of it. The second way of rewarding yourself is using a habit tracker. This serves as a visual measure of your progress. Each time I embark in a monthly challenge, I use a calendar to track my progress. I will mark with an X every successful day I complete. This serves multiple purposes. First of all, it keeps me accountable as I can clearly see how good or bad I did. It also gives me motivation because I can see how my marks accumulate over time. There's a very cool app called Habitable that helps you track your habits. I think it lets you track up to 3 habits without needing to pay for the premium version. This is enough because I think you should only focus on 1 or 2 habits at the same time. In the same line, I have a friend who used a very weird but effective method to track his progress. He used to work in a data company. His job was to describe 100 items per day. To make this easier, he decided to use the marble technique. He had on his desk 1 empty pot and another full with 100 marbles. Every time he described an item, he moved 1 marble to the empty pot. My friend was creating an instant reward for his behavior. every marble he moved meant that he was making progress, and progress is a reward that everyone likes. He told me that this method helped him to stay on track because he was focused on the process instead of the goal. You will inevitably break your streak at some point, and that's okay. Life will interrupt you at some point. The best remedy to a broken streak is to never miss twice. Don't worry about the quality of your repetitions after you break a streak. Focus on being consistent. Most people want to be perfectionists, and as soon as they break a good habit, they return to their old destructive patterns. Building habits is not about the quality of your habits. It's about being the type of person that always completes a habit because it's part of who they are. A mediocre workout will not help you develop much muscle. Instead, it is important because an athletic person always works out despite how perfect the workout is. Whenever you're building habits, you need to get rid of your idea of perfectionism and wanting your progress to be flawless. Building habits is a messy process. The key to build good habits is to be consistent, not to be perfect. This course was inspired by the amazing book Atomic Habits. It's the most important book in the world you can read if you want to improve your habits. Fortunately for you, you can get the audiobook version for absolutely free with the link in the description below. You just have to sign up to your audible.com free trial. In the next lesson, we will talk about how long it takes to build a good habit, so make sure to stay tuned.